Coming up on this episode of the World of TV, we'll have the Parks and Rec special that's coming on the air. We'll talk about the Young Sheldon season finale. We'll talk about some good news, and we'll look at the world of sports impacted by the COVID-19 outbreak. All that and more coming up on the World of TV. Recorded from his house, this is the World of TV. And now, here's your host, Ralph Woodone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the World of TV. Now, let's get to the headlines. Parks and Rec makes its return to the airwaves tonight for a special episode. Everyone in the original cast will be making an appearance. The show starred Amy Poehler, Nick Offerman, Chris Pratt, and helped launch the career of Aziz Ansari. The show has been off the air for 5 years and ran on NBC for 7 seasons. It's rumored tonight's episode will just be a checkup on how everyone's doing during the COVID-19 crisis. However, prior to the episode, they will show a Paley Center Honors Parks and Rec at 8/7 Central, followed by the 32-minute special at 8:30, 7:30 Central. All this happening over on NBC. Tonight is the Young Sheldon season finale on CBS. The show was supposed to have one more episode, but like almost every other show, got cut due to the COVID-19 outbreak. The episode talks about Mary, Sheldon's mother, hiding a Caltech college offer from Sheldon because she didn't want him to go to college. Here's a clip.
How could you not tell me that Caltech wants me to go to school there?
Because you're not going to.
This could be a huge opportunity for you.
In the episode, it's rumored that Sheldon's going to go above and beyond to try and convince his mother and father to let him go to college. We'll have to see. The episode airs tonight at 8/7 Central on CBS. A lot of good TV on tonight. Moving on, we're going to quickly talk about some good news and what's happening this weekend. On Sunday, John Krasinski is going to hold a virtual graduation for the class of 2020. Now, it hasn't been said who's going to talk during the graduation, but I can tell you it's probably going to be a good time. The time for this has not been announced, so check out Some Good News' Facebook and YouTube pages. This past Saturday night, SNL was live once again from the cast members' homes. The highlight of the night was when Brad Pitt came out and portrayed Dr. Anthony Fauci in the cold open. Now, in an interview, Anthony Fauci jokingly said,
Well, if they did, which actor would you want to play you?
Oh, Brad Pitt, of course.
So they did just that. And in the end, here's what happened.
And to the real Dr. Fauci, thank you for your calm and your clarity in this unnerving time. And thank you to the medical workers, first responders, and their families.
One of the best clips of the night, I'd have to say. And speaking of the COVID-19, I'd like to just do a little bit of an update on what's going on. According to Wikipedia, almost 1.1 million cases have been reported worldwide now. More than 30 states are set to loosen their restrictions this week. In the TV world, NBA and NHL plan to finish their season as soon as possible without fans, meaning that the games would only be aired on TV, and the 2020-2021 seasons may be pushed back to start in December. MLB plans to do the same with playing games in their home stadiums without fans and changing up the divisions to make things more manageable. And before we go, I'd like to thank the essential workers for everything that you've done. Your work has not gone unnoticed. Uh-oh, you know what that sound means. It's time for Ralph's recommendation of the week. This week's recommendation is none other than Parks and Recreation. I know I talked about it at the top of the hour, but I wanted to make that my recommendation of the week. The show is very great. I've watched the whole thing on Amazon Prime, and I highly recommend it. The show is on Hulu and Amazon Prime and coming this summer to the new NBC streaming platform, Peacock. And that just about does it for this week's episode. I do thank you so much for listening. Come back next Thursday for another episode of the World of TV where we'll talk about what's going on in the week of May 7th. And another one of Ralph's recommendations of the week. Till then, this is Ralph signing off. This has been a production of The World of TV starring Ralph Quidone. Written, produced, and edited by Ralph Quidone. All sounds courtesy of freesound.org. If you have any questions or would like to get in touch, my email is ralphquidone98@aol.com.